Good morning, everyone. Let's say we're over at the arcade today. Let's see, I can't work over in the retail area because we were shut down over there. But I just came up from the township building, and I thought he had told me. I just wanted to make sure that I can work over here in the arcade part as much as I want, because this is all existing construction. I don't have to, I'm just finishing it off. I'm not actually building anything. Also, I am waiting on a delivery today over here for the retail side. See, we were supposed to be open last weekend or this weekend for sure, but you know, from previous videos, you know, that got all shut down. But I do have a big truck coming today with a pallet of about 31 big boxes on it of retail stuff. So I figured out I might as well gather up a bunch of my tools and come over and do some work while I'm waiting on the delivery, which is supposed to be here between 11 and 3. It's coming FedEx freight. So I want to get some stuff done while I'm waiting, instead of just standing around with my thumb up my butt. I figured I could do some work and get some stuff accomplished over here and get a little closer on this side. May end up opening the arcade first before we get to the retail. But we'll see what happens. Right now I just want to get some stuff done, so it makes it feel like I'm actually accomplishing something. So what I'm going to do is, I'll get you spun around here, is I am going to work on this around the entrance door here. I need to shim this out for our rough cut. See, they put them in back asswards. They should have been turned so you could, you know, nail on outside and inside. So now I have to put another 2x4 on the inside here, so we have something to nail our boards to. And got to insulate it, and I see up top here there's no nailer. So I got to put a nailer in all the way across to catch the top of our planks. And I want to work on this little area here. I want to get this all kind of buttoned up maybe today. And if I have time, I want to do the outside, finish the outside of the bathroom too. And I have some molding to finish up all the way down and around the bathroom, which is just a regular rough cut that's been ripped down. So if I have to, I have some there that's already, that I took down out there, because now I don't know what we're going to be doing out there. We may have to drywall. Might have to hang sheetrock throughout out here, which is fine with me too. I get Joe and those guys, if they swing the lid, I can do all the walls. And so but out here, since it was existing, I think the rough cut is going to be okay. Inspector's going to frown on it, but you know, he's going to tell me probably I'm going to need, we'll just say if he says I need 2 fire extinguishers out here, I'll buy 4. Put 4 fire extinguishers out here, put fire alarms up and everything, just to be safe, make him happy. And we have to put a big lighted exit sign over the door behind the action claw. Let's see, then after unloading the truck, I got to go down to storage and find my mobile card reader for this weekend. We open up this weekend May not be going Saturday because it's supposed to be about 49 and rain. But then Sunday's going to be in the 60s and sunny, so we'll be in good shape for Sunday. But Saturday, I've had them early like this in the spring, where it's 55, or yeah, between 49, 55, raining on a Saturday when we first open up and nobody comes out. You just sit there in the car with the car running and stay warm. So no sense in doing that. There's other things I can do up here, and then everybody comes out on Sunday. So that's what's going on. So I brought my chop saw and a bunch of other stuff, my little tripod, cordless and circular saw, extension cords. No, that was here. Got some nice fuzzy pink crap to put in the wall. God, I hate that stuff. And hopefully once we get that all done, I'll see where we're at and what time it is, and I may start working on the closet and working my way this way, or I may do that and then jump right over here and do the closet or do the bathroom, and then start working on these fun angles. That'll be fun. And getting our doorways cut out like they should be and framed in. So that's later on. We'll see what happens. So let's get started over here. We got to put in some more nailers so we can get it insulated and start getting our planks put up. Well, I got a little bit done before everybody started showing up. Okay, I better go over here and shut this radio off before we end up with a... Okay. Yeah, I got a little bit done before everybody started showing up. My FedEx guy said he would be here between 11 and 3, and about 9:45 I had to run, or 9:45 I had to run over and use the little pee-pee parlor and get a saw. I come back as soon as I walked in the door. My buddy showed up, so I was talking with him, and then about 11:05 FedEx showed up. So now this is what I got out here that I gotta take in. That's gotta come in. There's 31 boxes and go up the steps up there. But anyway, I started getting some of this done. Got this shimmed out for my, oh crap, for my rough cut. And I got nailer in there. I still got to put one up in here. Haven't decided how I'm going to do that, but I got a little bit done, and then like I said, everybody showed up. I didn't have the camera on while I was working over there because of the doorway. You can see with the door open, you can't see what the hell's going on over in there anyway, unless you got to kind of hide from the door. But anyway, I got to bring this stuff in and get that in. Yeah, and then after my buddy left, and then another one of our friends showed up, and I was talking with her. The township's working down the road, and she showed up, so I talked with her for a while, and now I don't even know what the hell time it is. Wasted probably half the morning already. Yeah, it's noon already. So I'm gonna bring my stuff in, and then hopefully I'll get back to work and I'll get you some footage of getting some stuff done in here. Kind of have you off to the side so you're not getting a real bad glare from the door, so it is a little bit brighter. Now I have to shim every one of these out. I'm using a piece of Luan behind it, so and they're a little shorter because I'm using what I have around. stuff that is, you know, tore out of the walls and that, so. That's what I'm using up for blocking. That makes it nice and flush. Makes it a lot easier if you start your screws before you put them up. And I got a couple of 2x4s here that were a little rough. Using those, they've got big old splits in them. See, like that one. Got a big old dirty gash in it. I don't think you can see what I'm doing down here, but I'm just doing the same thing that I did up top. I think I had my neighbors spying on me to see what I was doing. Make sure I wasn't unloading something that they don't like. I have to run and tell somebody. It's always nice. 14 and a quarter and 14. So we need a 14 and a quarter and a 14. Oh, let's see. I need to square this off. This one was cut out of the wall. Pencil writing implement. We need a 14. I'll go right through that nail. And 14 and 1/4. Bullets. Let's see, that's 14 1/4. If I don't mark it, you know, I'll forget which one's which. Okay, I'll get you spun around. And try and get you away from the door window a little bit. Alright, what do I need? Oh, yeah, I hope if I brought these with me. What do you think? 14 1/4, that's the first one. Man, that one 2x4 it is. Bowed? Holy mackerel. Could have made that one a touch snugger. Would have stayed up in there a little bit better for me. But that's the brakes. Get over it. Take your fingers with you. Might need them later. You think? Usually helpful to have fingers. Alright, let's see, how'd I do here? That one's better. Looks good. What do you think? Yeah, what the hell? Too much paint in that one. Yep. Let me see if I can get that one in. Perfect. Now it's time for some fuzzy, nasty paint shit. All right. 21, 21, 21, 21, 21. Okay. Bottom's 22 and a half, so we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 21s. Hang on, I'm going for a ride. You can see my fuzzy, nice fuzzy pink crap here. Least favorite part. Tell you that right now. Where are we at? 21. tough on the old guys. Especially if you start losing your pants. Oh, 21. Okay, there's our 621s. Now, hang on, you're going to go for a ride again. There we are. Do. Fun. You ever wonder why you're supposed to staple this down? I mean, you can just put it in this and it'll stay. If you staple it, because over time it'll shrink. It'll shrink a little bit. And then it starts sagging, and you have an area through here that'll leak heat. Then you got to staple it down so it'll stay put. I mean, you can just tuck it in there and it'll stay, but like I said, over time it'll sag, and then you'll have an air gap. So you want it to stay put. Have too many fond memories of this crap of insulation. That one we gotta tuck up under. Okay, let's get this one in. I was up in Dinosaur National Park doing the museum up there, and this was during the winter months, fall months I should say, and everybody else was laid off for the winter, because you don't do a whole lot of drywalling in the winter. So my boss, Toad, always kept me busy in the winter. I was always there when he needed me. If he needed just a small ship job done, he knew he could call and count on me to go do it and help him out. Stinking nail? No, no nail. There's the one that had a nail. Oh yeah, there's a nail. Right. Yep, right there. And nail. Let's bend him over. Let's get her and bend her over. Come on. Like so. That way you can slide right up under there. And as I was saying, let me get a poker first. I was up in Dinosaur insulating the museum. Matt called me and said, "Hey, I got to get the museum insulated up through there so we can get it hung." Okay. So we go up to Dinosaur. And the museum's about, let's see, I'll put it to you this way. When they put the scaffolding together, I didn't put the scaffolding together. When they put the scaffolding together, there was four tiers of scaffolding. Don't know who put the scaffolding, who built it or nothing. But anyway, I went up. Me and Toad went up. He showed me what I had to do. Got me a room at the Roach Motel, and I went over and started putting in insulation. Over here. Anyway, I was up on the top tier, insulating the ceiling. I had to insulate it, and then vapor barrier, which was plastic. I had the plastic over the insulation to form a real tight vapor barrier. Why? I don't know. That's just the way commercial is out there. Or that's the way the architect wanted it done. I was up on the 4th tier, insulating the ceiling, and I started working my way down. And if you're familiar with the big scaffolding, you have a ladder. You have a ladder on one side, and manway on the other. You put a plank, you walk up one tier, then you could walk through and work off of it. Then you come out and walk up, go in and walk on the plank and work. I come down, started my way down insulating, and I didn't notice that the top tier of scaffolding was backwards. You had ladder and then a manway. So you have ladder and then over, ladder up. When I was coming down insulating, just as you normally do, you take for granted that the plank is in the manway. I backed up, stepped through the manway, and there was no plank. I went down and I hit the bracing with my side and draped over the bracing and got a hold of the ladder with one hand, and that's all I could do was hang there with one arm, because this side of my body was paralyzed. I could not move it. Had one leg and one arm, and that's all that was any good. I hung there. I got my footing, got my foot on another part of the scaffolding, and I hung there for about 3 or 4 minutes before I could finally start moving my arm and my leg so I could climb down. Needless to say, I finished out the rest of the day, got all my insulation up and did all my plastic, went back to the motel room. First, before I went to the motel room, I got a 12-pack of beer. I went back to the motel room and I sat there and drank the whole 12-pack of beer. And I'll tell you what, you want to be one sore SOB in the morning, and that was me. Talk about rough. And I've been paying for it ever since. It screwed me up pretty bad, but you know, hey, that's life. I was there to do a job, and by God, I got it done. Even though the next day I was about half crippled, I still got up there and finished that whole museum myself. To this day, I don't think I ever did tell Mac before. What are you gonna do? Oh, poor you. Yeah, right. Poor you's ass. At that time, you couldn't work. There was 10 other guys standing around waiting for you not to be able to work so they could go to work. So I just, you just keep moving, keep doing it, and doing what you got to do. I got it all. Got everything insulated here. Got those small ones. I got it behind the hot water tank because that's an outside wall and that's an inside wall. So got that done. That's all insulated up there. And now we have to start with our first board here. And of course, the first board has a bit of a booger sticking out of it. So what I do is I just take a straight edge, line it all the way up, all the way down, and then drew a line as to what needs to come off. And then I'll take my little circular saw and hopefully very carefully cut that off so it's straight. I need this one straight so I can get my angles down here at the bottom. This first one's going to be a real booger. We got the steps in it, and thank God it only comes out to here. We don't have a light socket or a light switch in it. Our next one will have the switch in it, switch box, which that's not too big of a deal either, but that we got some angles and some some funkiness going on down there. So we'll get the circular saw and let me see if I can very gently kind of square that off so it's straight and a lot easier for us to do what we need to do. Set my depth. I'm not cutting into everything. Come on. There we go. We want our sauce set just so it cuts through. Now, let me see if I can get in here and get this turned off a little bit. Now let's see what we got. Oh, look at that, man! It's almost as if I wanted to do that. That's better. Got that knob cut off, so now we have a nice straight edge to work with, so we can do some measuring. Now, give me a minute. I'm going to have to study this a little bit. It's been a long time since I've done some funky angles and all kind of other stuff. So give me a minute while I study it and see what the hell I have to do. Okay, since this is rough cut, the first thing we got to do is square off the end. Hope I brought the right saw. Now we need a length. Looks like about 92. Now let me see if I can get this flipped around without killing everything, knocking everything over. These are 10s. got our length. Okay, you're not going to be able to see everything I'm doing, but I'm going to try and explain everything I'm doing. What we have to do is we have to get our length starting on our steps. So we're going to run a straight edge down, and we'll mark the steps. And that'll be our length from top. Which is 80. So we want 80. It's our first. Now we have to figure out how far over. So we'll measure out to about 3 3/4. And we're going to measure down again, if everything will stay put. Get up there. Come on. There we go. Right down to this corner. Which is, come on, here we go. 83 1/4. So our second one is 83 1/4. Write that down. That'll give us our down to there. And our overall is, like I said, 3 3/4. Yep, there. That'll be down, up. Just for the hell of it, let's measure up from the bottom. 8 3/4. We're just gonna see how close we are. Forgot one measurement that I think we better have. Let's take our straight edge. Down, we'll measure over to 12. And of course, it'll be right in that stinking hole. You watch. 12. That's how wide our board is. I already did that up top here. We'll line those two marks up, there and there, and measure over, which is 8 inches. Cool. Now we're ready. Okay. Our first measurement is 80. So we'll come down to 80. And let that right out here on the edge. Our second measurement is going to be 83 1/4. Three and a quarter. And we need to come over. She landed up with 8 inches. So let's come over 8 here. And here. Take our pretend straight edge here. We're not building a bank. There. Now, let me get that 83 1/4 again, right on our mark, right here. I marked that one wrong. Trust me, it's been a while since I've had to do all this. I want this mark right out here on the end, like so. That way, there, and there. And should be 3 3/4 is what we're cutting out. 3 3/4. And that's what we want to cut out for our stairs. To hell, oh, trash in my back pocket. Alright, what do you think? Gonna fit? Probably said, hell no, you screwed that all up. Yeah, let's take it over and find out. Wait till we start on that other wall over by the bathroom with all those angles. That's gonna be fun. Clean some of the hair off this thing first. Oops. Alright. Got it. Perfect! Damn, it was almost like I cut that for there. Alright, I'm going to get it nailed in. What do you think? Get you down. Come on down. And there she is. Got her nice gap, like everything else. I may trim that just a little bit more so we can get it a little bit tighter. A little Yeah, I think I will. Yeah, I forgot. I wanted to make that as tight as I could. Because this is green wood. And when it dries, it shrinks. And it'll give us a gap. So if we start out tight, when it shrinks, it'll give us our gap. That's better. It took about 3/8 of an inch off of it. So it would be a lot tighter. Ooh, big knot, big knot. I need to see if I can get a nail in this one. Get it. Sucked up a little bit. Hit the nail on the head. You can do it. You have the technology. We can rebuild it. I don't know. A lot of people wouldn't know what to do without their cordless I know you can't see what the hell I'm doing. Well, I'm down on the floor here. Putting in a couple of nails. And I don't have a nail gun. Well, I do, but I don't have a compressor. So, we're going to do it the old-fashioned way. I mean, we're actually going to hit nails with a hammer. That's what they're supposed to be used for. Okay, you can see we got that looking good. All the way up, molding will cover that. Remember, we're going to be using a 2 7/8 molding up there, so if you have a little bit of a gappy, you're good. And I know a lot of people are wondering why I didn't start in here first. Well, it's easier to start here with this one and then work your way back, because now you can get all your measurements for those 3 pieces. Without this in here, without this one in, it's hard to get all your measurements. Alright, so let's keep moving on. Moving on. Now we have to, the next one, we'll get our length, and we got a box to cut out. Okay, now we got to get our, I got our length, and now we need to get our box. And got my cheater board here. I can write some stuff down. And we're going to come off, and it's going to be 1 1/8. Yeah, 1 1/8, 5 1/4. 1 1/8, 5 1/4. Now I always measure down, but you know, you do what you want. $46. $50 and an 8. $46, $50 and 1/8. Now remember, your box, there's going to be a cover over it, so if you have, geez, about 3/4 of an inch all the way around it to play with. And now we have to come over here and let me scoot you down a little bit. Should be pretty close. Okay, this is up here, it's our top. So we're going to take it over and stand it up. So our box is going to be on this side of the board. So first we're going to come down 46. Of course, right in a knot. 46 and 50 and an 1/8. 50 and 1/8. Then we're going to come over, big 1 1/8, right here, and 5 1/4. There we go. Come on. I don't want to hook on there. 5 1/4. Of course, your thumb's right on it. Okay. There. Let's see. I'm taking that one. Draw that one. Oh, I can't reach. I don't think I can reach. Oh yeah, I can. Okay. We'll go with that. And that. And that's our box. Then we need to cut out. Okay, let me see here. How am I gonna? I don't know if I can. Yeah. We'll have to lay it down so we can work on it. There's our box. Okay, take our drill motor with a spade bit on it and we'll get some hose in here. Get our little jigsaw. pal. Get out of there. Damn sticky ass wood. Wunderbar! We got a hoe. Got a hoe in our board. Need some ammunition. Put the ammo where I can get it. Get you moved over. Pick your head up a little bit. There you go. All right. All right, now right where we cut out our box, there's a big knot. And when I was cutting it, it would, get over there. My blade would go on an angle to stay away from that knot. Remember, these are live. There we go. And voila. Let's see. Do there. There. Okay, I got two up today. It just took me a while. I had stuff to do. You know, I brought in all those 2 pallet loads of stuff and took it upstairs. So we're and I got it all insulated and all my nailers put in, so we're good there. We got two pieces up. Not too bad. And I had visitors that killed about 2 hours. Everybody wanting to know how's it going. Well, kind of hard to do much when you're talking with everybody, but that's okay. Get it out of the way and then they'll leave you alone until next week or the week after, and then they'll want to stop back in and see how you're doing. So I think that's going to be it for today. I'm getting tired and I'm hungry. I haven't eaten yet today. I came over this morning about 8:30. It's about 4 o'clock now, and I haven't eaten anything yet today. So I'm going to go over home and eat and probably go out in the garage and mess around out there doing stuff. So I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I liked making it for you. And I hope to see you on the next one when we finish up that wall and start working on some other stuff. So until next time, see ya.